What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be checking out Fermi Paradox. This is an interesting game. I've watched a lot of stream footage of it, and I played the demo about 6 or 7 months ago when that came out during a festival. And the game is out now in early access, with them consistently adding new events and things that happen and new races and things of that nature. But at its core, this is a god game. This is a game where you're kind of the silent overseer of the entire universe. And really, there's not a whole lot of interactivity to the game. Like, crises will come up, you have resources, and you solve those crises using your crazy god juice. And if you don't have enough god juice, bad things happen. And so it's really kind of a game about alien species all meeting each other. If you don't know what the Fermi Paradox is, the Fermi Paradox is basically kind of So here's the thing, right? If you look up the Fermi Paradox and like the Great Filter, it's pretty dark. It's pretty like existentially gnarly. And it's basically this idea seeking out to explain why it is, with all the noise and all the signals we've been sending out, why haven't we been contacted by something in the galaxy? Because we actually make a pretty concrete effort to be contacted. And so anyways, that's the whole idea, is that there's alien races in various stages of their development, and you're going to guide them, or you can sabotage them if you want. You're more than free. You are God in this game, after all. You can pick a favorite if you want, and you can just let them run the entire galaxy by always favoring them with every single choice. But it is sort of a curious game that, oddly, puts you in sort of almost a relaxed, dreamlike state while you're playing it. It's one of those games that I found myself sort of zoning out and just, like, staring at while things happen. And so while it may not be the most explosive, visually interesting game, it is none the same one of those games that's kind of a unique concept. And so we're going to dive on in today and spend about 25 minutes with the game, see if it's something you wanted to add to your wish list or otherwise pass on. If after watching this you wanted to get the game for yourself, I got a link for you down below like I always do. And then on top of that, you can also visit my Discord that's down there in the description if you wanted to stay hooked up with, you know, all the latest and greatest that's going on in the Nerd Castle. Spoiler alert, it's mostly me just talking about the toast I had for breakfast. And so let's dive on into a new game. I need a session slot. Here we go, we're off to the races. Let's have a look at this thing. So here's our galaxy. We have 50 synthesis. Would you like to play the tutorial? Nah, I'll be fine, bro. I remember playing the demo. So a synthesis is basically our resource that we use in order to make stuff happen. Let's see what's happening over... Oh, never mind. Apparently that's just like a pop-up thing. Cosmic dust obscures the light, reading Tau Ceti 3. I'm just going to kind of like a parasitic species develop symbiosis with a major life form on Frog Star 1. Apparently there's an evolution event. Do we know of any sapients that are around? Anybody? Are you sapientizing? Sapient life has evolved on Earth, and it looks like it's some kind of weird brain-bearing jellyfish that likes to paint with a crayon. I don't know, dude. I don't know. These races are really going to have to show me what they're bringing to the table before I decide who I'm going to, side with my godlike god powers. A life form on the garden planet of Earth has started making simple tools and has developed a rudimentary language. But which species will form a Stone Age civilization in the Sol system? Sol, a yellow dwarf star, is orbited by the garden planet Earth and various rocky inner planets and outer gas giants. On the northern hemisphere of planet Earth, remarkable fjords can be found. The flora of Earth is very multifaceted, from bright ocean vegetation to vast rainforest jungles. The fauna consists of many different animals, from gigantic ocean creatures to millions of little insects. We can have a balanced species if we pay some synthesis. Apparently it's dolphins. We can go with the standard species, which is whatever the hell this ugly thing is over here. Never seen anything like it in my life. Or we can go with an unbalanced species, which apparently is just like a sapient form of velociraptors. That's the cinematic option, so I see no reason why that's not the one that I'm going to go with. Like, I think that dolphins are cool. I think that, like, humans are the worst. And I think that having sapient Tyrannosaurus Rexes or Velociraptors or Utah Raptors or whatever those are, that's the heavy metal option. That's the one we're doing. All right, so they're in their Stone Age. On Earth, the dinosaur civilization is born. Okay, so we can pick an option. Let's see here. So we can take a random option. We can do a thing over here. That's going to make one of our meters go up. And I think it's the beast herds. I think it's going to make the environment better. Or we can do one that depletes our science, but, like, we're in the Stone Age, dude. What are we going to do? Forget about rocks? And be like, dude, I forgot what a pointy rock is. Oops, I stepped on another one. Like, I want to see what happens if I degrade our technology, even though we're already in the Stone Age. The sun will go dark if we fail to make sacrifices to the god.
Yes, my dinosaur heart agrees. We must make sacrifices to the sun.
All right, cool stuff, man. Cool beans. Okay, so we've got a new option for our dinosaurs. We can pick an option over here that I think gives us synthesis. We've got an option that will kill their population or will kill their environment. I guess I'll go with that one. The dinosaurs mourn the death of a beloved chieftain.
Chief Gnarlwick was the greatest of us.
That's how I imagine the dinosaurs sound. Apparently it's dystopian. We have dystopian dinosaurs, and I actually really, really appreciate the dedication to dystopian dinosaur alliteration right there. Another event. We can take something random. We can make their science terrible. Let's do something random. The dinosaurs processed Earth's plant biomass into new materials. Okay, all right. Sometimes you gotta whittle some hemp in order to make it. I understand completely. Another event. So they can lose science. I guess we'll just take one of these right here. Where will the gods lead us? Who knows, dude? I have no idea. They could lead you like anywhere. I'm not exactly sure how this is all going. We've got what looks like maybe like fertility or something right there. What is that? The dinosaurs build an astonishing monument, and they are 1% less dystopian. All right, dude. Good for you, dinosaurs. I'm so proud of you right now. The Sol system. A great war has threatened Sol. Only a few dinosaur tribes have learned the secret of fire. The flame is protected by the sacred fire keepers, but bands of warriors gather to obtain the precious red flower.
You will bring us the red flower, or you will face our talons.
All right, so we can have peace, we can have a regular conflict, or we can have total war. Peace? Unafraid of the initial sparks of conflict. I see what you did there. The firesmiths eliminate the secrecy of fire by sharing the knowledge of the flame with all who are prepared to listen. It's probably a good idea.
We must share the red flower. There is enough red flower for all.
It looks like we can make them more peaceful right now, which I think would probably be a good idea. So if there is a war, potential casualties are only 380,000, dude. And we have 1.7 million dinosaurs, you know what I mean? Conflict between the dinosaur tribes has been settled peacefully. All right. Do the spirits look on us with kindness? Oh, look at that, dude. They're advancing towards another age. An influential dinosaur chieftain rises to power on Earth. Okay. I don't really want them to go to war or do any of these negative events right here, but oh well. A territorial dispute on Earth is won by a band of
dinosaur warriors with their spears.
All right. Let's see. What does that one do? It's got a plus sign next to it. Nothing bad can happen to a plus sign. Oh, cool, dude. We have taken on a new form of artistic expression.
I have slain my enemy, and I have drawn a picture of an egret with his blood. Let us all unify under this artistic work of peace.
Yeah, we'll go for another synthesis. Where will the gods lead us? Who knows, dude? I need you guys to, like, not be in the Stone Age anymore, though. Like, the Stone Age is not going to work out for you guys when the guys with laser blasters and plasma throwers show up. Uh-oh. We have a developmental event. Apparently there is injustice. Dinosaurs have found a deep chasm through which they claim to hear the wails of the damned. Those whales, always leaving the ocean and ending up where they're not supposed to be, like chasms. Rumors spread of demons crawling around in the darkness below with whips and pools of lava that reek of death and disease. Mystics and wise folk have gathered to discuss whether this is truly a gate to the underworld or some natural phenomena. Doop doo 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 doo. All right. So, we can take a penalty to our ethics, but we will get 5 synthesis, which is our resource that we use to do, like, awesome stuff. Or we can prevent it entirely. Apparently massive injustice? We don't get any bonus for that? I guess I'll go with regular development. A group of dinosaurs enters the chasm, but few return. While some of the rare ores are brought out of it, the area is declared cursed, and the lands around it are abandoned. The chasm ate Greg! Let us never go there again. It is the great consumer of the Greg. The work of a remarkable wise person is widely circulated amongst the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs establish a new tribe. Ooh, technological advancement? Let's do that one. A remarkably wise person is celebrated for their contributions to dinosaur society. Also, more peace. There we go. Dinosaur warriors lay down their clubs and abandon the art of war. Okay. Yeah, continue making them more peaceful. Conflict between 2 dinosaur tribes is settled peacefully. All right. Where will the gods lead? Who knows? You're only 23% of the way towards your next age. Work on our ethics. Our ethics are kind of rough right now, dude. Apparently, dinosaurs are not known for being especially ethical. Extinction in soul. Oh, that's not good, dude. Is the big meteor coming to take them out, dude? Is Chicxulub looming? The dinosaurs overhunt their prey and gather too many edible plants. A chain reaction in the ecosystem would leave them without food. Oh no, bro, they ate all the French fries. There's no French fries left. How will we survive without our dinosaur papas fritas? We can call it a close call. We can extinct them right now, but I like my dinosaur psychopaths. Do I want to spend the synthesis on it? Minimal survivors? 2.4 million dinosaurs dead, but there's only 2.5. That's such a small number less. Oh no. I'm gonna have to save them, aren't I? I've dedicated too much comedy and too much voices to this faction to let them die. Alright, we'll call it a close call. Take a science boost. So apparently they made a strict hunting codex and harvested plants strategically to keep the ecosystem in balance. You know, for a Stone Age society, that's remarkably astute and forward-thinking. Oh, another wise person has died. Okay. I'm gonna keep stacking science. I want them to get to the next age where they get to wear sweet dinosaur hoodies and walk around with dinosaur spears and have dinosaur phalanxes. An evolution event? Oh no. In Gleesa, sapient life has evolved. Gleese? Gleesy? I don't know how to say that word. The only person I've ever heard say that word said Gleesa, and I've just been repeating it for the rest of my life. A life form on the desert planet of Gleesa C has started making simple tools and has developed a rudimentary language. Okay. What are they? Do I get to pick? Aw, sweet, dude. Okay, so a civilization is born. We can get a weird bug-looking thing with an ass tail. We can get some kind of strange Quetzalcoatl thing going on. Or we can get this guy right here who looks like he's looking at me very, very judgmentally. Like, that's the look that people give me when I'm trying to convince them that what I do here on the internet is a real job. They're like, uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. Let's go with a standard species, I guess. These guys seem kind of cool. Let's introduce the Tyranids to the galaxy. I've always wanted to see dinosaurs fight Tyranids, so that sounds like something that'll be fun. Hopefully they don't die catastrophically. The Row. That's my favorite. That's my favorite sauce. That's my favorite pasta. That is my favorite pasta sauce brand. There we go. I can get these words out of the enunciation of my mouth. Okay. Back on track. That didn't happen. Just ignore it. Pretend like that did not occur, and I maintained the normal veneer of professionality that I always present you guys with here on the internet. All right? The Row. There's a pasta brand called Row's, and it's my favorite one. Will enemies from beyond conquer our world? I mean, you guys are in the... Oh, dude, we gotta go see what the dinosaurs are doing. Hold on. What are the dinosaurs? Depopulation and soul? They're gonna make me decide whether I want to save my bugs or save my dinosaurs, huh? This isn't the kind of game where it's gonna let me have everything. The dinosaurs find a sweet and delicious plant in the wilderness. Unfortunately, the consumption is deadly in the long term, and they get ill and perish. Weak. Apparently, they figured out what sugarcane was, and they gave themselves dino diabetes. Dinosaur Wilford Brimley's all up on the Stone Age TV. I'm like,
I'm Wilford Brimley, and I want to talk to you about diabetes.
all right, I'm gonna save my dinosaurs. I've already selected them as my favorite, and so I will do what I must in order to preserve the dinos. We'll go with peace right there. We'll go with synthesis right there. Can I go back out? Oh, we're back on this again, huh? I'm just gonna go with more synthesis, man. I need as many of the god juices as I can possibly get inside my god juice vessel for when something terrible inevitably happens. Am I supposed to be babysitting the other races too? Here, have some more growth. There you go. Have some dino babies, dude. Hatch up a few more. Open the door. Get on the floor. Everybody do the dinosaur. I'm going to increase our resource. Yeah, we only have like 900 years of resources left. And I feel like bad things are going to happen. The Rao now apparently need our attention. It's a busy day being God. The Rao are mourning the death of their chieftain. Oh, wow, they're advancing way faster than the dinosaurs are. I want to see them put on cool little spacesuits and stuff. Hold on, I want to deal with the Rao. Hold on. Okay, wise folk learn to create elaborate hourglass-like structures that use the flow of sand to solve complex calculations. These glass marvels have incredible potential, able to function almost as primitive computers for those who unlock their secrets? They figured that out in the Stone Age? Bruh. Yeah, make science the pillar of... Yeah, make sand science the origin of all of their genius. We'll minimize our warfare. We'll get a little bit more synthesis. Like, I feel like these guys are on a pretty good track. So I feel like they'll be okay if I go and I deal with the dinosaurs real fast. There's not very many of them, though. I'll increase their population a little bit. All right, I got to deal with the dinosaurs real fast. All right. So we can make them more ethical. I think that's a really good idea because as of right now, 21% dystopia is far too high of a dystopia for people that were fighting over fire just a minute ago, okay? Their civilization does not feel that complex to me. The Rao are so needy, dude. They need me all the time. They've made it to the Copper Age already? They learn to mine copper, using it to create precise metal tools. These tools make it possible to expand the reach of the natural oasis using the irrigation and water recapture techniques. Meanwhile, wise folk begin to study the stars above Glisa Sea, charting their course in great patterns drawn in the desert sands. Yeah, just go for advancement. I mean, that seems like a solid win. The rare flora of the desert are cultivated to serve the Rao. More nutritious, more drought-resistant varieties are bred over decades. Okay. Wow, they're not going to have resource scarcity forever, dude. I'm going to take my free synthesis right there. But I want to go back to my dino buddies. I'm trying to keep them alive. I feel like the dino buddies are very much struggling when compared to the Rao. And so, like, the Rao can do their own thing off to the side, no problem. Yes, make us more ethical. I need my dinosaurs to have concrete foundational understandings of the greater good. A paradigm shift in Soul. Travelers into an untouched land region on Earth encounter enormous trees of a strange and fascinating shape. They have delicious fruits of extraordinary flavor. Their great size and abundance inspire a deep awe among the primitive dinosaurs. So we can go with cultural expansion, but that will deplete our resources, which are already pretty thin. We can use it for a cultural ascent, which will fix all of their problems, but it will totally bottom out my Jesus juice, man. I don't know what to pick. I think I'm going to have the dinosaurs ascend. It may be the only way to preserve them. The tribes of the earth cultivate a deep reverence for the trees and declare them sacred. The trees inspire a rigorous system of ethics and prioritize the value in all forms of life and the preservation of the sacred land region where they grow. That did fix a lot of problems. I mean, it gave us another 2,000 years to play with before these guys fall apart. And they made it to the Copper Age, which is good. Oh, the Bronze Age. They skipped over Copper altogether. They were like, forget Copper, dude. We don't even need it. Stupid orange. In the Bronze Age, the dinosaurs begin testing the limits of their planet's generosity by cultivating crops, raising animals for food, and clearing forests in order to build primitive cities. Early mining and metalworking skills allow them to craft better weapons and tools, and they learn how to document knowledge via written language. Oh, look at that, dude. He's got like a little Jar Jar Binks hat on, dude. Sweet. I'm just going to say advancement because I've used up all my synthesis. And so, don't really have much of that left. However, they've bought themselves 4,000 years of sustainability, which is great. I may not need to, babysit them quite so aggressively now that they're actually, working okay. I think if we can fix their dystopia, we can cut them loose. I'm just going to stack synthesis, dude. Because we have none. I'm going to have to throw somebody under the bus in order to get the synthesis to develop these guys. Technological advancement is good. I'll take that. A great sage dies. Okay. We actually used up 800 years worth of supplies thus far, which worries me. Are the sacred groves watching us? Uh-oh. The Rao are doing something too. Rao, what you guys doing, brodies? The riders of the Rao roam the wide plains of Glisa Sea. They band together in great hordes, outrunning every army and trampling their enemies to the ground. So, a bunch of space bugs with no legs have created the equestrian arts and are now rampaging around like the Rohirrim, as it were, wiping each other out. I don't see slithering beings as necessary. Oh, look, dude, he's got a little feather hat. Sweet. Yeah, let's go for absolute war over here. I need the synthesis. The rider hordes dominate society. Civilization is composed of mighty mounted warriors and those that serve them. Sounds good to me, man. I should probably... Nah, your sustainability is pretty good. I'm going to work on your utopian values, though. And then after that synthesis right there, I want to go back to the dinosaurs. Open the door, get on the floor, because I want to play the dinosaur. Dinosaur spear fighters lay down their spears and abandon the art of war. That's probably a good idea. Killing each other I don't think is going to work out very well. Let's replenish the environment because they seem to be cutting it kind of close. That only bought us 100 years, though. Tree foresters establish a new source of management methods. Okay. The dinosaur realms will grow and prosper like the sacred tree.
Yes, they will.
Harsh weather changes many dinosaur tribes to seek out warmer and more fertile lands. In the process, they spread regional culture and crafts across the earth. That sounds like a good thing. I'm going to call it a dead end, though, because their population is eating all the resources, and I need the synthesis anyways, so I'll take the free synthesis. We will cultivate... we're low enough on peace threats right now. I think we'll be okay. We'll focus on science for a minute. We'll focus on ethical values. That's good. We're kind of slowly creeping them towards not being a hideously torturous society. Yep, keep moving up science. Did they go to the Industrial Age next? Is that what they do after the Bronze Age? Or did it actually have, like, the Iron and Steel Age? Replenish our resources. That's good. That bought us another 200 years. The Rao apparently need our attention. I'm not really favoring the Rao, though. The Glass Age? The hell is the Glass Age? New techniques are discovered to create a special form of hardened glass that can be used for a variety of tasks. The advanced tools, simple machinery, and even weapons are made from the new material. Great cities are arising amongst the endless dunes. Okay. I'll probably just call it wisdom, I guess. They use the new glass to make telescopes. Artists create kinetic sculptures that move hypnotically in the wind. Okay. You guys are doing fine. Like, honestly, the Rao are doing great. And so I don't feel like I need to babysit them, like, hardly at all. It's just the dinosaurs, they started out so disproportionately busted that I need to, like, if I want them to survive, I have to focus my attentions on them. But the Rao seem okay. So there is an obvious difference between, like, balanced, standard, and unstable races in this game. Like, the unstable races, it's going to take you a while to even them out in exchange for the synthesis you get. A reduction in soul. What does that mean? The sages of the dinosaurs harvest the ashes of the volcanoes, using them as an ingredient in a robust building material that will last for centuries. But the danger of mining volcanoes is risky. Okay. So we can make dino mining the pillar of our society, which will replenish our resources like crazy. Or we can just take regular development. I don't have the synthesis anyways. Oh, wow, that bought them like an extra couple millennia. All right. Your population, yeah, now that we've got a little bit more time to play with, I guess bring your population up ever so slightly. Keep working on ethics. We're almost there. Yep, just keep working on ethics, man. You guys are, let's get ethical, ethical. I want to get ethical. They have reached the Iron Age. We have successfully created Dino Vikings, bro. Dino Vikings. Let that sink in. Empires and trading states rise to power in the Iron Age. The metalworking dinosaurs forged tools and developed the skills needed to create simple machinery. While expanding theological discourse could provide them with a sense of purpose and a moral compass, organized religion also has the potential to bring about great atrocities. I have a question. They have little stubby T-Rex arms. How do they hold the hammer? I feel like I'm asking the important questions here, but like, how do they hold the hammer with those little tiny arms right there? Because like a hammer relies on centrifugal force, right? And you can't centrifugate very well with little tiny arms that like only have little grabby knuckles. Let's go with wisdom this time around. Monks transcribe knowledge in books, and scholars are eager to get their hands on them. As ever, Dinosaurity looks to the heavens for guidance. I feel like the dinosaurs are in a solid spot right now. Like, they could be a lot worse off. They're now harvesting biomass. Okay. Keep working on your ethics. Yes, that sounds good. I would prefer to have a society of dinosaurs that understand that stealing is wrong. Oh, cool. We fixed a volcano with our tree alchemists, because that's a thing. Evolution event, what are you? Oh, we've got another species. What are they? A life form on the ice planet Rigel 7 has started making simple tools and has developed a rudimentary language. Okay. What are you guys doing over here? We can have, like, a space dragon. We can have Aslan, the great space lion. Or we can have an unbalanced species of what appears to be floating kelp. Probably go with the space lion. The Kular, aggressive humanoid pig creatures. Sweet, dude. Rad. Now, this is the Fermi Paradox. I hope you guys enjoyed it. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. I do think that this game is really appealing. It's not going to be a game that's for everybody, but I feel like that's a lot of indie games because indie games tend to focus very, very narrowly on like one intrinsic idea when they put their game out. You know, they don't go for like mass market appeal. And so I think it's very, very interesting. And there are, when I played the demo, the alien races were set. You got the same ones like every time. And so I kind of do like that we've got a bunch of different options out here where they're all kind of weird and funny looking, but like at the same time, I do find the alien design to be really, really rad. I like the idea of paying attention to one race more than the other in order to like make sure they're going to be all right and like protecting them. But there is, I think, kind of an OCD part of my brain that is kind of, I suppose, rebelling against that as well, where I want to micromanage every single race simultaneously, but you can't do that. You can only put your focus on like one species at a time. And so anyways, I'll see y'all later. Thank you for stopping on in. Don't forget to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Today it was the Fermi Paradox. Tomorrow it will be something else. Bye, everybody.